First, a little explanation about this manhwa. The game descended on reality. Monsters run rampant. Magical disasters overflow. Everyone needs to choose a class and level up to become stronger. Jui, who has been unremarkable until now, awakened the S+ rank talent protection of the Sacred Angel on the day of class awakening, turning his class into the hidden class Sacred Knight. Weapon blessing, angel blessing, honor blessing. With all sorts of buffs, Jui destroyed the space itself with just his aura. The story starts in the year 2624 from Lai Zhong's Second City Academy, where the class awakening ceremony is taking place today. The ceremony is going on the same way as before class awakening ceremony. All the students in the academy were standing in a line. In front of them, the headmaster of the second academy, Lu Heng, was also standing, who, looking at all the students, explains to everyone about this ceremony. The first awakening is something that decides the future of a person, in addition to various factors of a person. Do not choose to change your class immediately when you awaken combat classes. Summoners and engineers need large amounts of resources. It's hard for normal people to afford them. Summoners and engineers are some of the abilities that take a lot of resources, so the principal understands them all. All the students get excited after listening to their headmaster because they were all ready for their awakening. One of them wanted to become a berserker so that he could destroy the mash by turning it into a monster, while another wanted to become a pharmacist. Everyone had their own desires as to what they wanted in awakening. And those who wanted weak awakening, some call them cowards, some call them what? Everyone wanted to achieve their desired awakening. Many years ago, a virtual reality game named Eternal appeared in the world. Because of a brand new experience and extreme euphoria from killing that allows people to lose themselves in the game, more and more people entered Eternal. One day, the surface of the world expanded by thousands of times. A large number of secret realm maps descended, and countless monsters and other races surged out. Eternal merged with the real world. Everyone could now level up and change their classes to increase their power and fight back against monsters. And in this world, our MC was transmigrated 1 year ago. His name in this world is Jui. Jui is also standing amidst all these students. He also wants to complete this ceremony and overcome his struggle life, because as soon as he came into this world and before he could understand anything, his mother passed away, and his sister Zhu is suddenly affected by a strange disease that cannot be treated by ordinary doctors. He could only barely maintain her life with the low-level priest's help. To save his sister, he sold his house and begged for money from his relatives so that he could keep his sister alive. But this is just a stopgap measure. If the cause of her disease is not found, Zhao will always be on the verge of death. All these things were going on in Jui's mind because his sister's medical fees were increasing day by day, and the income source he got from part-time was not enough to cover the medical fees. To overcome all these problems, Jui needed combat class, so that through combat class he could go into the maps and eliminate the monster and take his sister Zhu to a higher level priest. The headmaster had told all the details about this awakening ceremony to all the students. Then a level 24 mage comes there who will start this ceremony. Before starting the ceremony, he had told everyone the class awakening ceremony is about to begin. I would like students who have their number shouted to stand in the magic formation one by one. Then without any delay the mage started the magic formation with his wand. As soon as the formation started, there was a huge purple-colored magic circle show which covered the entire formation, and the mage was continuously using his mana in it. When this magic circle turned on, there was a lot of pressure there, due to which a very strong wind was blowing there, and the students were able to stand there with great difficulty. Seeing this, all the students were thinking, what a thing, a level 24 mage is so powerful. Jui also thinks while facing this wind flow, he's strong. The income of a mage for hosting a class awakening ceremony is at least in the 6-figure range. What a lucrative job. Then after that, Lai Zhangyong, who is the 5th class homework teacher, as soon as he comes there, he calls the first student, Zheng Cheng, for the ceremony. The first student goes into the magic circle as soon as he hears his name. All the students were watching the awakening ceremony with great attention because this ceremony is the most important thing in life. Jui was also watching this ceremony very carefully because his whole life depends on this awakening. If he does not get a good awakening, then he will not be able to do anything for his sister and himself. There are more than thousands classes in this world that can be awakened, but only 3 types of classes will appear in the class awakening ceremony. In this world running rampant with monsters, combat classes are the most respected by others. Conversely, life-type classes have the lowest positions. According to statistics from previous years, around half the class should be able to awaken combat classes. Among the 3 classes, the Enchanter should be the class with the best potential. Students were entering the magic formation one by one, and some were failing while others were getting a good awakening. But those who were not getting a good awakening were getting very disappointed because everyone wanted a kind of combat class. 3 types of magical cards were also visible in the magic circle. Pharmacist, Enchanter, and Decomposer were written. Maybe it depends on the awakening of the person. It may also change according to the person. While doing this, many students were called according to their numbers, and finally our MC Jui was called at number 30. Hearing his name, Jui started moving towards the formation. Seeing him, the students of his class were cheering him because he was the representative of the class. It's unfortunate that academic performance and stats are not decisive factors for class awakening. The world is uncertain. Anyone can be a dark horse. According to Jui's classmates, his academic results are very good, and all his stats are pretty good too, so he should be able to awaken a nice class. On the other hand, Tang Tianjun, the homework teacher of 6th class, comes to Lai Xiangyong and asks him, "How is the condition of your class? How many students of your class have awakened combat class?" Lai Xiangyong says 16, hearing which Tang Tianjun starts making fun of him that 21 students of our class have awakened the combat class. And there's a rare class too, instantly fulfilling the quota for the yearly examination. Hearing this, Lai Xiangyong starts getting a little angry. Seeing no movement in the magic circle for a long time, Tang Tianjun says, "What happened to your class representative? Why is he not moving?" All the students' eyes were on Jui. Why is he not moving? Here Jui was also standing in the magic circle with his eyes closed, and then we saw that the necklace around his neck started shining with gold light. Seeing this, Jui also became confused. Then he saw that golden shining light was emanating from the gold necklace. And after some time a system starts appearing in front of Jui with a notification. System energy detected. System activating. Loading complete. Strongest class support system has activated the rookie starter gift. S+ grade talent protection of the sacred. Seeing the system in front of him, Jui could not believe it, so he rubbed his eyes to see if it was a dream or not. But it was not a dream. The notification of the system was still showing in front of him. He also checks the system, and then he remembers this necklace which he had bought from a street stall in his previous life, which was transmigrated with him to this world after his death. When this necklace came with him after transmigration, he thought that it was some treasure, but after doing some tests, when he did not get anything, he gave up on it. However, he has now activated a system that has given our MC a huge gift. This gift has come at the perfect time. Jui looks at the messages on the system where he sees that he has received the protection of a sacred angel which is at S+ level. Jui's affinity with light types greatly increased. All light type and divine type skills will have an amplified effect. In this world, talents are graded from F to S grade. The higher the grade, the better the effect it brings. Most importantly, the 3 classes that will appear in the class awakening ceremony have a huge connection with the talents you possess. Here, outside the magic circle, Jui's class teacher was watching very carefully because Jui did not move for a long time. There was worry on his face. The students standing outside also started talking among themselves. What is Jui doing? Why is he staring into the air? Impossible. There hasn't been such a case for centuries. Could it be that he couldn't awaken a class? Then suddenly the cloud bursts and golden-colored light comes out from it and falls directly on Jui standing in the magical circle. Seeing this, all the students get scared because the atmosphere of the entire area had changed. Seeing such an incident, the headmaster says this is a class awakening phenomenon. The mage standing next to him says no, this is a talent awakening phenomenon. Here an angel comes out of that golden light which was standing in the air right in front of Jui. Jui kept looking at her because he was not in a position to say anything. The students standing below were also very quiet because an angel came out of awakening. It turns out that no one standing here was in a position to say anything. The angel was emitting a golden light from within her. Her eyes were blindfolded. It seemed as if all the divine energy was being generated from there. That angel, after looking at Jui for some time, starts going towards him, and while going towards him, she says while smiling, "The light is your belief and the source of your power. Under the support of belief, the sacred light will always protect you and burn away all evil, and I will always protect you by your side." The angel entered Jui's body as soon as she came close to him. due to which a golden symbol of divinity was shown on Jui's forehead and a symbol of divinity was also shown in his eyes. As this happens, a bright golden light is generated around Jui. Golden light was emanating from his eyes and his entire body. It seemed as if he was screaming in pain. Although Jui's pain does not last long, suddenly the logos of 3 spiritual bodies open in front of him. The students were watching this from a distance. They were very surprised. Someone was holding their head after seeing this talent. What an insane luck it is to get a new talent in the class awakening ceremony. So someone was saying that the protection of this sacred angel is Jui's new talent. Everyone was saying different things. What class is this? I have never seen such a class. Then a student asks Lai Xiangyang, Master Lai, what are these logos of these 3 classes? When students ask Lai Xiangyang several times, Lai gets serious and says these 3 classes are hidden classes. Here in the magic circle, Jui was looking at the logos of these 3 classes. One is Mage of Light, second is Sacred Priest, and third is Saint Knight. Jui will have to choose one among these 3. Mage of Light is a pure DPS class. While they boast excellent DPS, they don't have skills for protecting themselves. With so many foreign races running rampant, they can easily be injured and killed. Priests have a lot of life-saving skills and possess the unrivaled skill of resurrection. But their combat prowess is too weak and they're too reliant on others. It's not suitable for me. Saint Knight is an all-encompassing class with a full skill set, capable of defense, offense, and buffs. While it does not excel in any field, Jui has a talent of affinity with light. So without any delay he chooses Saint Knight because it suits him a lot. After the election of Saint Knight, the remaining 2 logos automatically disappear from there. Here only Saint Knight was left, who starts rotating the hammer of his hand around and says his oath words. Humility, honesty, bravery, empathy, responsibility, to commit act of glory, to pursue justice and cause for your life. This is a Saint Knight. After saying the words of his knight's oath, the Saint Knight stands very still. Jui was looking at him calmly when suddenly some golden light comes out from his back and goes behind the Saint Knight. At this time, the wing from the back of the Saint Knight had come out. Meanwhile, system notification also comes. Congratulations on awakening the Saint Knight class level 10. Skills received. Blade of Pure White, slow regeneration. Weapon Blessing, 10 extra unassigned points received. As soon as Jui comes out of the magic circle formation, the students of the academy surround him. Everyone starts saying their things to Jui. Good job, class representative. Can you take me with you on the final exam? I want to have a backup. I'm a summoner. Our team can definitely get high scores. I'm a mage. Take me. Meanwhile, the teacher removes all of them and comes there and asks everyone to leave from there. At this time, the teacher's eyes were shining as if he had achieved something. Then he says to Jui with a greedy face, Jui, good job. You should go home and get some rest. Come to the headmaster's office tomorrow. Seeing such an ugly face of the teacher, Jui thinks in his mind, Teacher, your face looks very scary. Jui comes to his home and checks his stats where his stats points were like this. Name, Jui. Strength, 20. Constitution, 18. Agility, 17. Intelligence, 15. Class, Saint Knight. After awakening, not only has Jui's stats increased but he has also gained some unassigned stat points. Looking at his stats points, Jui thinks of increasing them because he has some points. So the first option was to increase his strength, the second was constitution, and the remaining in other stats, so that after having enjoy power, he can kill the monster very easily. Jui quickly uses 6 points in strength, 2 points in constitution, 1 point in agility and 1 point in intelligence. As Jui's stats increases, energy starts coming out from his body like a steam of golden light. Feeling which Jui says, I can feel energy boiling within my body. This is the change brought by stat points. It feels great. Due to using the stat point for the first time, Jui gets a system notification that he has activated the Saint Knight mission. Saint Knight mission activated. Daily mission. Saint Knight's challenge level 1. You can choose 2 of the following rewards by finishing the daily mission for the first time. Reward 1, receive 10 extra stat points. Reward 2, receive Saint Knight skills. Reward 3, receive random Saint Knight equipment. There was also an option of accept and refuse. They could choose either of these. Seeing this mission, Jui was very curious because from such a mission he will get very high rewards and he could not leave such a good option, so he chooses the accept button. As soon as Jui selects the accept button, the mission automatically adjusts according to the power level, and continuous 2-3 system notifications come. Match complete. Kill Grady Ancient Rabbi Monster. Please treat the trial seriously. Dying in the trial results in dying in real life. Jui was a little surprised after going through this process, and after some time he comes to a mine, and seeing the mine, Jui says, "That's right, it was taught in the classes that ancient rabbi monsters mainly live in mines. While they are not carnivorous, they will become violent and blood-seeking like other monsters when they encounter humans." It was not much time since Jui came to this mine that suddenly the ancient rabbi monster starts coming at a very high speed to attack Jui from behind. The ancient rabbi monster have low intelligence, their attack method is a roar of rage, and the claws are sharp enough to cut through minerals. Jui had seen the monster coming from behind him. He attacks Jui with his claws. Jui easily escaped from this attack. The attack of the rabbi monster's claws had broken the ground there. Jui escaped the attack of the rabbi monster and went away. Moving away from the monster, Jui thinks that he is facing the monster for the first time, so he will kill this rabbi monster without using any skills. As soon as that monster comes to attack Jui again, he kicks his head and makes him fall on the ground and moves ahead again. Seeing his own power, Jui thinks, "My body is much more agile, and my jumping power is much stronger too because of my increased stats." However, seeing his attacks going waste again and again, the monster had become very angry, and he came near Jui and started attacking him continuously. But Jui dodged each of his attacks and said, "You are so slow, I can see your attack from a long distance." In all this, the monster attacks Jui with his tail, which goes straight into Jui's stomach. Due to this attack, blood starts coming from Jui's stomach. He quickly tries to heal himself. Ding. Slow regeneration level 1 grade C within 30 seconds. Recovers a certain amount of health points of up to 2 teammates in a certain range. Jui says while healing himself, "I got careless. No matter how much I trained in the academy, it's different from real monsters. Even if it's a low-grade monster, I can't look down on it." To destroy this monster, Jui uses Blade of Pure White, which directly hits the monster. He was trying every new skill of his in this fight. Whenever the monster was being attacked with a new skill, a notification was also coming from the system. Blade of Pure White level 1 grade C. Concentrate your strength on your arms and swing across, unleashing a cross-shaped slash to attack enemies around you. Enemies that get hit will be frozen by light-type magic. Tiger Pounce level 4 grade 0. Grab one enemy in front of you and run forward for a certain distance before throwing them, causing multiple stages of damage to the enemies crashing into you and running. Jui had attacked the monster so many times that he didn't even get a chance to control it, and with one punch Jui makes him fall to the ground. At this moment the monster is lying on the ground and our MC is thinking about eliminating it. A golden colored armor has formed in both his hands. This is Tiger Pounce, with which Jui starts attacking the monster continuously and destroys it in a short time. Notification shows again after monster dies. You killed the ancient rabbi monster. Trial complete. Score A. Please choose your rewards. Reward 1, receive 10 extra stat points. Reward 2, receive Saint Knight skills. Reward 3, receive random Saint Knight equipment. Jui was thinking a lot about the reward, because stat points and skill points are the foundation of a class's strength. He is in no rush to increase his skill level, so extra stat points are the best option. A handy weapon will be a great help for the upcoming trials. Good thing the system rewards me weapons, otherwise there's no way I can afford one with my current assets. Choose stat points and random equipment. He chooses a basic handed sword except the Saint Knight skill.